This video is going to kind of give you a more in-depth look at text-based editing and how you can use that to cut down a single long interview. I'm going to go ahead and just create a new sequence from this clip, and it's automatically transcribing. And if I look at my total time, I have an almost 17-minute interview here. Now, all things considered, I've edited longer interviews, so this isn't even as big as we could be editing. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at filler words and look at pauses. Remember, you can edit your minimum pause length if you want to. So I'll hit my filter and let's look for filler words. And we have quite a few of those, so let's just delete all of those. And then I'm going to look at my pauses and delete all of those. So with just those edits, we've got down to 15 minutes. And you can see our clips have been edited there as well. Now, a couple of different methods you can use with this. One is you can highlight the sections that you want. And I'm just going to take this, cut that, move down to the end, paste that. So I'm pulling from my sequence. So that's one way. I'll go ahead and undo that. The second way is you can add markers. So to do that, make sure that in your transcript view options, you have markers checked. Highlight what you want to mark and just hit M. Now, if you wanted to click in there and add a little descriptor, you can certainly do that. So as opposed to going through and listening, what I'm going to do is use my transcript to find the quotes, the sound bites that I want to use in my final production. So I've marked a series of those quotes that I want. And at this point, there's a couple of ways I can start editing. So if I want, I can come in here and I know that from this point, I'm not going to use these clips. I can select and delete. Notice that updated in my transcript. So when I edit in my transcript, it updates my timeline. When I edit in my timeline, and when I edit in my transcript, it updates the timeline. So that's one way I can do that. You know, we have a big area here in the middle that we're just not going to use all this, so I can just come in and highlight that all in the transcript, and I can delete that. So that is a super quick way of pulling the content you want together and start editing that and really cutting back a long interview super quickly. So you can see just doing those edits right there has brought us down to just a couple minutes. So text-based editing, wow, what a time saver. So hopefully you'll find that helpful as you go to edit your interviews and break those long interviews down to a little more usable sound bites.